Brad, now that we're talking about a new Magic Pixel table, can you do me a favor and can you put me full screen for like 30 seconds? Because this is my plea. You can label this as TomatoGrass Rant 3. Okay,
TomatoGrass Rant 3.
This is my plea to Magic Pixel. Okay, whoever is in charge of the department over there at Magic Pixel, it's probably who knows how many people are there. Whoever's in charge over there of the design department, could you please try to make one table, one without a center post on
Just
it?
one.
One, please. One without a freaking center post. You've done it for years and years and years.
No center piece. Sans post.
Jar, and you just keep going in there. Center post, center post, center post, center post. Make one table without it. Just try, okay? Some of the greatest tables ever made.
No center post.
If you go onto like what is it, like Pinside, like there's a website that has like the 20 greatest pinball tables ever made. How many of them have a center post? Okay, how many? You can count them on one hand, probably. And I understand that the center post is kind of like a nod to like what pinball used to be. I mean, it's called pinball, right? It's called pinball because it used to be pins all over the table. There was a pin in the center, okay? That's why it's called pinball. I understand that it's a nod to that. But love of God, stop making center posts. Just stop. It's terrible. It's a horrible mechanic. It ruins it. Like from the middle of the playfield down, it ruins the flow of the table. Just stop doing it. Like literally, there is no reason. You could literally take it out. Every single table they've made in the past year, 2 years, you could take that out and it would probably be a way better table. Just stop doing it, please. Nobody cares what I have to say over there. Right?
Well, they care. We're going to hear.
But just know that there's one person here that is begging you, stop doing it. Okay, you've wrung it right to the god freaking bone, bro. You've wrung that honey hole dry.
Pun intended. The honey hole. Yes, absolutely.
Stop. That's all. So that's my rant. That is my rant for the night. You can label it in your video. But for crying out loud, I am so tired of it, dude. I'm literally on stream playing like this last natural history pack.
Like, it's so frustrating.
Why is there a center post?
Because with it having a bigger gap, sometimes you have to let it hit.
And the one last thing, what you're saying, Brett, it's on par with what you're saying. One last thing is the fact that they didn't implement the center post the way that it's supposed to be. Look at a table like Lights, Camera, Action or Wipeout, or even I don't think it was El Dorado. I think even had one, right? The center post is there as your last chance. The ball is coming straight down the middle, and it's your last chance to save it. It is not supposed to be part of the play of when the ball is coming down to the flippers. It is not supposed to be half the time the ball is coming down to the flipper. You're like, well, is it going to hit the post or not? It's supposed to be there because it's your last chance. And like, absolutely, so that is my one last thing. If AtGames is like gonna die on this hill. Not AtGames, Magic Pixel, okay? If Magic Pixel is going to die on this hill that they want to have a center post, at least one time, try to make a game where the post isn't going up and down in the whole freaking game. And because you know when they make that mechanic where the post is going up and down like this the whole game, the flippers aren't like this. They're like this.
Yeah, they're really wide.
Make that space that big because otherwise there wouldn't be enough room for the freaking post. So if you're going to die on the hill of making a post, put the flippers a little closer together and make the post down here. It's your last chance. It's the last
Don't make
chance
it move up and down.
To save that ball.
Oh my goodness!
That's what I have to say, and I've really wanted to say that for a long time because it has grinded my gears since the day I bought this freaking machine. I cannot stand the center post. It was cool for like if they put it in for like one table or two tables, but then you buy 10,
all the tables
15,
don't need them.
20 tables, and it's
all wrap center posts. I agree.
It's too much.
You know what gets to me is the DMDs with the swirlies and rainbows and the transitions.
Oh, don't get me started on that.
Don't even get me started on the DMD. The DMD is like, it'll be a game about pirates and there'll be like rainbow swirlies
copy
and
and paste.
It's like copying. They need to
totally mushrooms, man. Stop the swirls. Stop the swirls. Jeez.
And unfortunately, that's the only, like in my criticism that I will give to that new table, is that it does have the older style transitions still. And I think the new ones, from what I remember playing them, they did change a little bit, and they're not as a cut and paste. They're not spamming it as hard as they were. So the new ones do look better. But I think it's the last one we're gonna have to deal with that. So, yeah. Look what happened. They just fired the post guy. They just fired him. He got his walking papers.
That's
Listen,
right.
that's just how I feel. And I gotta imagine I'm not the only person. Like, obviously, I'm gonna be super animated talking about it because I just want to.
Because you have passion,
but
which is great.
I know that some people probably, even if they don't even know, they might load up a Magic Pixel table, the new one, right? Because Battletoads and Killer, who knows if we're going to Killer Instinct, right? But they're going to load up Battletoads, and they're going to see the center post, and they might not even notice it. But they're going to be like, man, this kind of just seems like the same old thing. That's why. It's because literally from the center of the playfield down, you are playing Magic Pixel's tired design for the past 3 years. Every single table they've made has that same bullcrap. Like, why are they not trying to do something different? Like,
let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. I want to see if it has a center post. Now you got me curious. I want to look at this. I want to see if this has a...
Stage 1 complete. Boss Walker. Hit the flashing match.
It's right there.
Turbo Tunnel Loop. What a rush.
It's got a center post.
I could have told you that one.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my god!
But you know what? People say that, like, hey, that's Magic Pixel's thing. They just do a center post. But my answer is why? Why?
Yeah. As a gameplay mechanic, as an avid pinball player, it forces you. There are times when you're going to, because the gap is wider, you're going to use the center post and just count on it hitting it. At least I do.
Completely changes.
It changes how you play. If you're playing at a higher level.
And the fact that it's like, they're like, I could understand if they were doing it over here or over there, but the fact that they just chalked it up to, that's just what we do. So what you're telling me is you have no, like, you can do whatever you want in the upper half of the playfield, but if you make every single table have a center post in the bottom half of the playfield, I'm sorry, but every single game is gonna play 75% the same way. Like, every single time a ball comes down to the flippers, you're gonna have to go, is that gonna hit the center post?
It costs $1 more per table pack.
Is that center post down or is it up? That's terrible mechanic. That's not what I want to.
I really don't like the ones that move up and down. That's the ones that drive me the most nuts.
Well, that's every single one, Brad. I don't know. Like, that's
there are tables that, like you were saying, Wipeout. The post doesn't move at all. It's stationary.
Well, yeah, because that's a Gottlieb table. That was a real design.
It does not have to work like that. Is what I'm saying. The post doesn't have to move.
That's what that was like at the very end of my rant. That's what I'm saying. Like, if they want to die on that hill, at least try to make a game where you put the post a little farther down, and you put the flippers a little down. Bring it back to the whole purpose of the post is that it's your last chance, not a whole thing where it's going to change the whole gameplay.
Hey, TomatoGrass, do you think it's just laziness of not wanting to recode that, or do you think that's just their calling card?
I think it's a little bit of both. I honestly think that I don't have the answer. But I bet you if I was over there at Magic Pixel's headquarters where they're gonna, all right, we got to design a new table today, and you got the whiteboard behind you. Pretend like my blinds are the whiteboard. You ever watch like what is it, Office Space, where they got planning to plan, like some bullcrap up there? It almost seems like Magic Pixel's thing is like, okay, we're gonna start from the center post, and then we're gonna go with the slingshots, and then we'll go with the ramps.
Yeah.
I don't understand what. Like, I know that sounds like ridiculous, but dude, look at every single table they've made in the past 5 years. Like, I don't know if it's lazy. I honestly think it is lazy. If you want my honest opinion, I think it's just lazy. I think every single table they're gonna make, they just go, well, it has to have a center post. I mean, that's just
you gotta have a center post, right?
Because if that wasn't their attitude, then why have they done that? Why have they done it every time? That's not just like if it was like
it's their calling card, right? I think Nix is like they feel like that's something that they do well is the center post, but you're saying maybe try not with the center post, or at least have it where it's not moving. Yeah, center post.
It gets in the way of my shots. Sometimes.
No one's a fan apparently. So you're welcome.
Not a fan.
Okay.
So there's your rant. There's your rant, buddy. But like, I really didn't want to say that though, because like it's just something.
It's good to exercise the demons. Exercise the demons.
Well, there's other ways around it. You can have a ball save that's activated, and then you just relaunch the ball
save.
Right?
Modern pinball.
And they already have a ball save. I don't understand. Like every table they have a ball save. Like it's just like what are they?
I don't need a center post to keep the action going. Just launch the ball again.
Okay.